We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
So check it out. We got Wack 100 bringing Hurricane Chris to Clubhouse on the 100 side. They discuss Shreveport and 50 Cent issues. So let's dive into the content, listen to what they talking about, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Run the content.
In the block.
Hey, Hurricane's down there in the goo, yo.
Pull the hurricane up. We having the grown man conversation. He been hot. He been hot in them blogs. God see what the hell he got going on. We got some rebuttals. I kill audio. I want to see if Hurricane gonna tell the truth. Tell them niggas Wack 100 wrote that song, Hurricane.
Man, you know you can't write no
Nigga, what is you talking about, nigga?
Right now, hard.
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta be down there from the jungle in the swamp to come to be
Hey,
able
nigga, you
to
can't
be able
tell
to
me
put
nothing
that.
about no swamp. Nigga, my people promoted the swamp to you, nigga.
You gotta be eating crawfish.
I'm talking about Liberia, nigga, Avery Island, nigga.
Yeah, I know about that. I know about
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Lafayette and all that. The flats, we call all that.
Yo, so listen, we've been discussing you all week. You acting crazy in the Hurricane.
Say, man, peep gang.
You is, you acting crazy. I'm trying to figure out because it's like, I'm hearing what you saying, but you saying, yo, the nigga didn't put no money in the low. I think you meant to say locals.
Locals. Yeah, I ain't mean the whole state of Louisiana. I really mean
you was talking fast and you was upset, right? I said,
yeah.
But dang, now, unless that studio is gonna be AI operated, or they moving everybody from somewhere else down there, don't you think that it's gonna open up some job opportunities to the locals?
Nah, I'm down with all of that. I'm definitely, but see, this. Let me take you all the way back to the beginning of this. See, you don't know where this started at. The first thing that 50 did when he came in Shreveport was said, all right, so Shreveport, we call Shreveport Ratchet City, right? So the first thing he did when he came to Shreveport was said, no more ratchet in my city. So I did.
Wait, slow down, wait. He said, did he say no more ratchet in the city or in my city like it was his city?
No more ratchet in my city.
So what did he
I
mean
DM'd him about it and I ain't getting no response. And after that, I seen him do a radio interview, and a radio host told him, hey, you know, you can't say that. They crazy about that ratchet word. That's they thing. He said, no, we gotta get rid of that. So right there kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I was kind of like, you know what? He ain't feeling the culture. He see this as a place to just come.
But what did he mean by that? They gotta get rid of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. Like, what do you mean by that? So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then I see the event go down, and you don't put no Ratchet City artists on that stage. So now with me, I'm thinking like, so what's the play at hand here?
Okay.
Like if you'd have went to Compton and said, we ain't calling this Bumpton no more, it's over with.
Oh, it'd be a problem.
You'd have had to get on a private jet immediately.
It'd have been a problem. The homies would have tripped out.
But see, the thing about it ain't organized like that. I'm from a small community, so if you pop up with a big bag of money, you could say something like that, and people might laugh it off and not even take no offense because they ain't looking at the big picture. You understand what I'm saying? I got homies named Ratchet Life who lost their life. We got people who started record labels called Ratchet. My first album
that's a way of life down there. That's
a way of life. Ratchet is our whole
Now let me ask you something.
From 1999.
Now is it just music or is it all the bull?
It started off as a song, just talking about, you know, just a ratchet ass nigga, a ratchet asshole. But then it evolved after the songs reached mainstream, these were some cats that started in 99. I seen this as a kid. So when I blew up, I said, we're going to push this ratchet. The labels was excited about that. They named my album 5150 Ratchet. Our whole thing was the ratchet movement. So it was the music. It started with the music, and it just began to be a way that we identify ourselves when we leave outside of the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you from? I'm from Ratchet City, Shreveport. You might not know what Shreveport means, but I'm from Ratchet City. How about that? You know, so it was identification.
And the
You know,
reason
this
why
this
I asked you that because I didn't know if Ratchet was contributing to like, a bunch of murders and
No, hell nah, hell nah, hell nah. It ain't
break-ins.
never meant that. It
You know
never
what I'm
had nothing
saying?
to do
So
with
I'm trying to
violence.
figure out why he.
Nah, it ain't never had nothing to do with violence. It actually was like the song was talking about them hoes ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes do whatever, and it evolved. You know what I'm saying? Into something else. It's just us just using a word like, man, I ain't going in that restaurant. It's ratchet. But after that, it just became something that we created. So no matter what it means, it's our baby at this point.
And then he coming in the city saying no more. So when
Ain't no
he
more
said
ratchet in my city.
he said that, and then he didn't have no ratchet artists.
So that's like I'm looking at it
Gotcha.
from I'm the only celebrity or the only major artist to ever make it from my city. So they don't know how to look at it. They don't know. They never seen this. They never seen a big entity come in with a lot of paper and move and make moves and X out certain and do what they want to do. They never seen this. I brought the labels to Shreveport that brought 50 to Shreveport. This whole is because I shined a light on Shreveport in 2007. When I shined a light on Shreveport in 2007, them same people I introduced to people to do business with, and them same people got comfortable there that I took there. You know what I'm saying? Later on in life, I met these people again in Atlanta. One of the labor dudes was homeless. I drove him back to Shreveport, put him with people to do business, and he ended up getting comfortable because he was managing the situation for me. After that ran out, he hit up 50 Cent and brought him down there. So this whole is built. If it wasn't no Hurricane Chris, none of this would even be happening. If you erase me from history, none of this even happen. Wouldn't
So
even
let
be
me
no
ask
GU
you
in
a
the studio.
question. I heard you make a comment about you came down here and brought the land because it's cheap. You don't think that's a smart business move?
Yeah, it's a smart business move. If you got something to do with something, if you got a plan for a building that
Yeah.
big, it's a big, massive. Like it ain't no
It
cheap
looked
business.
like the state gave a nigga the building for $2,500 a month, a year. Some
Let me give you the
bullshit.
scoop on that building. The city built that, and it was some people who got grants from the city, and they were supposed to use that building for the better development of the community. They ain't do what they were supposed to do. The city ended up shutting out whatever they had going down with them, and the building sit gaining spider webs for years and years. So they wanted somebody to take it because they had already built it.
Got you. So you all for the movement of him bringing
Hell yeah, I'm
jobs.
for the movement. I'm for the
You just
movement. Just respect
you
the
felt like
culture.
he's against y'all. When you say culture, he's against y'all movement, the
That's what
ratchet.
I'm trying to get an understanding of. Is you against this, or do you not understand that this is actually our culture, or what? But without communication, it leads to me waking up, making them posts like that.
So do you think, Chris, that you equipped or you in position to fight that man on that level with that politic?
With that politic, I'm 100%. I'm 100% because what you got to think about is that word came from my neighborhood. I'm from Cedar Grove. Then that word come from my neighborhood, and when I say it's deeply rooted, and I got elders that's in their 40s and 50s on the phone with me daily, like man, they so disgusted with this whole neighborhood. Just you know what I'm saying? It's like I got a whole community that stand on the same principles that I stand on. You feel me? Like you gonna always see the internet. You see people talk on the internet about Wack 100, but you know one thing when you
Yeah.
go, you know one thing when you call them Pyrus, all that
Yeah.
talking in. So,
So
but
so
we ain't gonna have to go there with it because I think some understanding gonna be built between. I don't think dude is no dude that's just trying to come be disrespectful like that. I think he really understand how. I think maybe it's been a misunderstanding. You got to think the people around him, they ain't giving him no game because they don't know what's going on in the community. Then the people who from the community, they keeping him from getting around certain people that could really show him what's going on because they want him to benefit for them.
so why not take the approach and say, yo, 50, this ratchet thing is a real movement, a way of life, and we need to do a TV series about this shit since you in
Bro,
the
I
back
did.
door.
I did. I did
And
that. I reached out to him with it. I ain't getting no response. I was trying my best to like, let me show you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no aggressive, nothing out. Before he even knew it was a problem, I would have wanted to sit down in person and just be able to run into him. I ain't want to run him off by, hey, this is none of that. Just, man, let's chop it up. You know, I got a lot I could show you, you know, and it's just got to run it down the spiel on some of the stuff like you were saying, but it wasn't no response. So it led me to think you want to run with whatever narrative you want to run with, and, you know, so it wasn't no communication, man. It got to be communication for resolution at all times.
now, I don't know what he said on the radio station, but did he kind of say like he down there to just move how he gonna move and do what he gonna do?
I mean, I ain't hear them words never come out of his mouth, them exact words, but from if you come somewhere and say, if I come to Bumpton and say this ain't Bumpton no more, then what do that mean? That mean I'm coming here to do what I want to do, right?
Yeah, that mean the power rules are gonna take that person.
You feel what I'm saying?
So well shit. If y'all told him that ratchet, that mean that's a movement, that's a way of life down there. That's like for him to say ain't no more ratchet, we getting rid of that. Was he what shit? Why would he troll like that? Cause this ain't. I don't know. I'm gonna open the flow up, Ghosts. We got some people on the flow, man. Hurricane Chris, y'all got some questions. We all been reading about it, seeing it on the internet. Let's keep it respectful and shit. Let's have a conversation.
Hey, yeah, I got a question. Hey, Chris, check this out, right? 50 and Bebe got a real good relationship, right?
Right. So let me tell you the story with that.
Now let me ask
My,
a question right quick first though.
all right.
Um 50 and Bebe got a real good relationship. I know you and Bebe relationship kind of got issues in it. Is that where this stems from originally? Your issues with 50?
A lot of people saying they think that Bebe might be doing some hating because you know he always did that with me for a long time. So I couldn't tell you if he got nothing to do with it. But a lot of people saying it
I'm speaking
Hold
from
on. What
your
you mean,
because
because
Baby did some hate?
I'm
Hold on. You think Baby hated on you,
I
Hurricane?
mean I
Y'all
wouldn't
know
most.
Baby real good. I don't know Baby to be that type of dude.
I mean I couldn't tell you I heard no words come out of his mouth, but I'm just I'm answering the
I'm
question.
gonna ask that nigga. I swear I'm gonna ask him in the morning. You know, I talk to Baby every week, and we
Yeah,
talk about everything. He gonna tell me too.
Yeah, we got our relationship we ain't got no type of relationship. It's real messed up because when I
I
was
didn't know
young,
that.
yeah, it's real. We got a real messed up relationship. Even when I went through my trial, I had hit him up and told him, hey, I need you to try to make some moves for me so I could put some plays together to get all these fees and all this stuff paid. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh man, I ain't none of that. I'm like, man, I'm fighting for my life right now. You know your life. I don't want to hear nothing about what you messing with right now. I'm telling you exactly what move I need made. Do it for me. And he ain't never respond for me. So I wasn't never letting that go because I was in a situation where my back was against the wall. You know, I was telling him to make a call for me, and I was trying to reach out and put a business play together with somebody. He refused to even give me the introduction that I was asking him for while I was fighting a life sentence.
Was you out here moving on some wild shit?
Hell nah, he ain't. That ain't why he ain't do it. He was in
What?
his mode. He was in his feelings. He had just got into it with some cats in the city about some, and they was from my neighborhood. And one minute he was telling me, yeah, they got your jersey on. They got your same jersey. Y'all wear the same jersey. I guess saying that they from my
Yeah.
hood. And so, in that same day is when I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, I'm just came from court. This shit carry life and
Yeah,
with
that
no
ain't got
parole.
nothing to do with me.
Yeah, like man, I wish I had it on my mind and I could focus to go try to highlight the little homies about I got going, but nigga, these folks trying to slang me. Can we please focus on what's important?
Yeah, that's crazy because the Baby I know, he always been there and looked out for everybody.
Yeah, but see, you got to
Y'all had a
think. I
big
started
movie.
speaking my mind. Like I started speaking my mind, and when I speak my mind and let them know I ain't rocking with them, then it's a problem. Like you got to think how he played the game, bro. Hey, Bebe was one of the biggest records in the game, bro. You know how much Bebe talked me into signing my signing bonus for?
What?
30K.
Was it a single?
It was hell nah, nigga. 5 albums. I ended up getting out of the deal, but I signed for 5 albums with a 30K advance with the biggest record that was moving at that time. I walked out the room and wasn't finna sign it, and he walked back out and said, "Hey, just listen to me, bro. Sign this." When I said, I went back in there. I'm a 15, 16-year-old kid. I went back in there and signed it. After the deal went bad, bro wouldn't even come help me get out of the deal, wouldn't call the people, talk to them for me to help me negotiate the situation or mitigate, like not mediated or nothing. He told me I ain't getting involved because I still want to be able to go back to him and get a check. This the little homie that you took to a label at 15 that you telling you don't want to get involved to fix this. You talking about the baby, you know that's the baby that I know. What? That's the
Yeah,
baby
that's
I
what
know.
I'm saying. I don't know that, baby.
Yeah, I know him. I know that baby.
So you would, it's probably easy for you to get out the deal because you wasn't supposed to be signing no contract anyway. You're a minor.
They re-signed me at 18, so the deal was good. But it's just the fact that me and Brian wasn't seeing eye to eye, and he just wasn't trying to hold me. So that's how I got out the deal. It took a couple years actually, but I got out of it.
You think it hurt you or helped you because you was probably down a few years.
What you mean? Did what hurt me?
I'm pretty sure when you was trying to get out that deal, you was stagnating. Was you still releasing music, or you was
I
kind
wasn't
of
releasing
restricted?
music, but I had mastered recovering my royalties. So like shit, every couple of months I was collecting a good 150,
Yeah,
300,000 just off of, because one thing I wasn't doing was collecting all of my shit in the beginning. So when shit slowed down, that's when I learned how to collect all my shit, and it was kind of a good thing that I wasn't getting it, because you know the labels ain't gonna cut your checks. You got to go get them motherfuckers.
yeah. I got them. I got an audit team on their ass right now.
Right.
We got some questions on the floor.
Yeah. Hey, Hurricane. Is
What
the
it do?
money gone? What's up with the king? Is the money gone? That's why you going at 50?
I think if you would have listened to everything I just said, you would have heard. You would have heard that it wasn't about no money. It was
He
about a
said,
culture, and I just gave you a 30-minute
so
speech
Luz,
about.
this what he's saying, right? Let's say 50 came over there to the Crenshaw area, right? And built a big old spot and then went on the radio and said, yeah, we getting rid of all that Crenshaw. We ain't doing that no more. Right? He came over there and said, we getting with all the ratchet movement. That's they local thing. That's they movement. We getting rid of the ratchet movement. We ain't doing that no more. He made that statement, and then when he gave his event, he didn't have no ratchet artists. So Hurricane Chris is like, okay, I heard what you said on the radio, and I'm seeing your actions. Now, what happened, Chris, is when you went off, you said a few things that kind of like gave some leverage. Like, nigga, what you talking about, nigga? It was a Louisiana artist there, but
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
meant
yeah,
local.
yeah, yeah,
You meant
yeah. I
local.
did. Yeah, I
And
meant local.
then when you were saying, when you kept saying like, put some money in the local rappers' pockets, boom, 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 and you mentioned community, but in our head, we like, he bringing his business over there. It gotta bring some jobs from security to maintenance on up to.
Yeah, I'm cool with all that. I'm cool with that. I actually got a cousin that worked security in the event that was there. And he had a ball himself. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you pay. All right, you saying this your city, right? You saying this your city. You throwing
Mhm.
a big stupid show, and you booking a bunch of artists from outside of the city. This your city, right? You booking a bunch of artists from outside of the city, and you got artists that's popping right here in your city, and you ain't gonna put not one of them on that stage. But this your city. That's what I meant by the police 500,000, but you ain't letting no local artists eat nothing. We got
I
people that
don't
really
think
can
he
rock
gave the
stages.
police, Chris. I don't think y'all station cost that much to cover an event.
Well, that's what they say they gave him, 500,000.
Did they?
They said that's what they posted. Even the news was posting.
You know the blogs just be talking sometimes.
Yeah,
Now
that's
these weren't
crazy.
blogs. You
Facts.
know the city ain't really got a lot of blogging going on. This was like the local news and stuff like that. The city was reporting and stuff like that.
So do
Do
you
you
think this studio is gonna bring some type of a boost to y'all
Yeah,
city?
yeah, most definitely, bro. I'm definitely like I'm 100% respectful about anybody bringing them type of opportunities. You got to think you got a lot of popping shows. So now a person that act got an opportunity to go try out for the stuff that they watching on TV. So you'll be a dummy to think that he ain't doing a terrific thing as far as bringing opportunity. But I could walk in your grandma's house and bring some opportunity, but that don't mean I'm gonna be able to walk in here and put my on the table and say whatever I want to say and say we ain't calling this Gigi's house no more. I just put this big ass 8 inch on the wall, or I'm paying all y'all, I'm giving all y'all money. With pride gonna tell you, you know what, man? You take that big ass TV off the wall and all this fans just put in here and you go ahead. And that's what I'm trying to get them to understand. Pride,
Gotcha. You want
respect.
him to respect the
Yeah,
culture
respect.
that's already there.
Facts.
Gotcha. Where Brock at? Brock in there?
Hey, Chris, with you making your statement that you said, I seen Fredo Bang made a statement back to you saying what you feel me, what artists he ain't put on. How you feel about that?
He said what?
He said he was basically responding to you like what artist that 50 didn't put on, what person from down here he ain't put on.
Well, what he didn't understand that I was talking about Shreveport. Fredo Bang from Baton Rouge. He ain't from
Yeah, he
Shreveport.
talking
So
about local.
I accidentally said the whole state. I said you ain't bring no Louisiana legends. What I meant was Shreveport, Louisiana legends.
Yeah.
So that's what they got. That's
So
where
the
they got
whole thing
confused.
started with 50. There's a thing down there called the ratchet movement, which is like they area Shreveport movement, right? So 50 went on the news, I guess the radio, and said, nah, he getting rid of the ratchet movement. So after that, he gives the show and don't bring on no Shreveport artists or nobody from the ratchet movement. So now Hurricane Chris like, damn nigga, you come in the backyard and you publicly say what you getting rid of, and then you intentionally disregard that movement. So he got a problem with that. It's just like he gave a prime example. Like a nigga going to Compton and say, ain't no more Bompton. We ain't saying Bompton no more. And the power rules don't take it personal. Right? That's their movement. I guess the ratchet movement is their movement. I guess you said it's been like that since what year, Chris? How far back that go?
1999,
So
But
yeah,
what?
that's
98,
20. That's
Wack,
98.
25.
I got a question, right? Because you said that. Remember, you said that Nipsey wasn't a legend, street legend, because of his music, right? But this nigga
Yeah.
Hurricane Chris got one hit. So what makes him a legend?
I got A Bay, I
He
got
Yeah,
got
he
two
got
Candy
of
more
them.
than
Rap,
one hit. Hold
Halle
on, as a
Berry,
fan, he got more than one
Players
hit,
Rock,
Loose. Mm-mm.
and I just gave Sexy Red
Well,
Huggy
no. Well,
one.
here go the thing, right? He didn't single out himself. He said any of the artists down there. I guess that's a movement. Like the
Right,
ratchet
right,
movement
right,
is
right,
a thing. It's like a, in the sense, I don't want to use the word gang, but it's a group of people that's a way of life for them. So when
right.
50 came down there and said, I'm getting rid of the ratchet movement, we getting rid of that, they heard that, and then he gave this show and didn't put nobody from the city, nobody from the ratchet movement on the lineup because he already said what he said on radio. They took that personal. Well, he took that personal. Rather, he felt like he the only
Oh,
one
it's
that.
way more than me. I ain't the only
Yeah,
one.
but
I'm
you the
just the
only
one with the
one that
voice.
that got
The
a
voice.
industry or social media type
Right,
following from down
right,
there.
right, 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 right.
Hurricane
Uh,
Chris, can you give us what the definition is of the ratchet movement in Shreveport again?
All right, so around 1999, you got a guy named Manigo. He made a song called Ratchet, and it was just basically saying these hoes ratchet. They, you know what I'm saying? And then a girl come back and say these niggas they ratchet too, talking about what you can and what you will not do. This was in '99 when this song came out. Lil Boosie ended up getting on the song, and the song blew up. This is all when I was a kid. So by the time I got old enough to even rap, this ratchet was already instilled in me because it's a song that had been populating all over the urban community around where I'm from. So it just got bigger and bigger. I end up incorporating it into my music when I got a record deal. Boosie kept pushing it. My people Manigo and them kept pushing it, and it just became a worldwide word that became used everywhere. And we was always proud of it because we started seeing it on Love and Hip Hop everywhere we looked. We were so excited when we seen people saying it. Like, damn, you seen that? He said ratchet. We couldn't believe it. It's 170,000 people where I'm from, so we was very proud of it. It didn't matter what it mean. You know what I'm saying? We just know it's something we created, and we was proud of it because it was a way for us to identify.
Get that. Coming from a small town like that, I
Like
get it.
hyphy. If you look at the A Baby remix, I got E40 on there. He say ratchet mean hyphy like where you stay.
I
Gotcha.
related to that. I'm from the Bay. Shout out to you, Hurricane
Okay, there you
Chris.
go then. Ratchet mean hyphy like where you stay.
Hey, Hurricane, I got a question for you, beloved. This Pitbull. My question is, what is the beef or what caused you to have a beef with Gates?
It ain't no beef with me and Gates. Here go the history with me and Gates. I know Gates before anybody knew Gates. I had Gates on the road with me, like moving around with him and trying to help him and get him deals and stuff like that, and just trying to show people his music. If you look back, I got old pictures of him with me on the road before anybody knew who he was. So we got a long, long history. But I met him through his CEO, Trav from Dead Game Records. When I met him, Trav rolled me around for a full day before he even introduced me to Gates, trying to get my vibe before he even introduced me to his artist. He ended up introducing me to his artist, and he went home. He trusted me, so me and Gates began rocking from then on out. And he just said, if you ever can put some business together, just let's see what we can do. I couldn't get nobody to sign him, but I always showed love and supported him, and allowed him to come to my homes, every home I had, from Shreveport to Texas. Like I treated him like family. And what happened was he fell out with Travis, the one that introduced me to him. So he saw me on a picture with Travis one day, and he got mad at me, and he called around and was voicing how mad he was about it. And that's kind of where our relationship went bad at.
Okay, so is
We
that what
never
made
had
you?
no we never had no fallout, like argument or nothing like that. But he made a record, and he kind of said something about me. So the record I made was only a response. I ain't lead the situation.
Okay, got you.
So y'all talk since then?
Nah, we ain't talked since then. I
You
mean, he
know,
said what
bro.
he said.
Bro was all for getting understanding. That's my brother. I know him real good, so he all
Man,
for getting understanding. You
when you
know that.
when you talk to him, he one thing he ain't gonna be able to tell you is that I ain't have real love for him, and that ain't nothing that I can just fake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I know this. If ain't no bodies dropped, ain't nobody stole nothing. He all for gaining understanding.
man,
So
when he
that's
got shot,
that.
he came to my house. When I opened my door, I opened the door and bring him in, and yeah, like that. That was my dog.
Yeah. So next time I get on the phone with him, I'm damn sure gonna mention it.
Yeah,
So
Cause
he
I
I
know
understood.
him.
did
Go ahead.
I did have a follow up
Thank you.
question to the ratchet. So I know that you had a problem with 50 mentioning it and kind of taking it out. What would you want to see continue about the ratchet movement?
It's nothing that I need to see continue. It's history. So it's like you can't. I'm not trying to continue history. I just want history to be respected. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you want your dead relatives to get up and control how we live now. It's not like you trying. You know what I'm saying? But this is our history. This is our history, and that's important. And you should show more respect than even thinking that you come somewhere and do that. You should be more respectful. I shouldn't even have to get asked that question. You know what I'm saying? I should be asking you, what would make you, what would make you think you could just tell us what to call ourselves?
Do you think that there's a space for a conversation after the video?
It should have been a conversation before the video, because it's a whole community of people that's confused about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really trying to see, what do this mean? Like, I got people who invested over $1 million into the brand Ratchet just alone. So it's like you trying to rip down something. But I'm definitely open for a conversation. Like it need to be some understanding.
Well, I have a question speaking on respect and putting some respect on your name. I know that you've done music. I'm not going to hold you. Players Rock is still my song. So, respectfully, Luce, he has more than one hit. Thank you very much because we can hand clap. We can hardly bury it out. Like, what we doing around here?
Straight up.
Hello?
I
But what I
appreciate
did
that.
see is that you are also in movies. And I also, of course, reading the articles and things like that, seeing that you had a possible or upcoming, so to speak, with Snowfall and your music, which do you prefer more? Is it the acting or the music? Because I thought, like, if anything, you would be more music, but I see that it looks like you have a lot going on in the acting. So, are you going to get back into it? Which do you prefer?
Yeah, I'm back in acting. I'm with a good acting agency down in Louisiana. And I got a good coach that I've been with for probably like the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years. So I did my first small film. I don't want to shout it out, but I'm just trying to get like roles that's gonna be good roles for me. Like I ain't trying to waste my time. I really want good roles. Like I turned down like a few like one time roles for I think like what maybe BMF or Power. I forget which ones, but I really tried to spend a lot of time going to acting school before I just jumped out there head first. But I'm comfortable enough now, and I just took a whole new set of headshots and photos to start, going out there seeing what we can make happen. I'm really important. It's really important that I tell my life story though. So I ain't in a big rush.
Yeah, but when you gonna get to that?
Wack 100, what we doing? I see
That's
you on
the
there talking about the Keefe D story. Let's do the hurricane story.
yeah. That's a series.
Yeah, I
Cause
grew
we
up. I
don't
grew up.
know. All we know is we know you. We know you from your start from A Bay Bay. We all
Yeah,
nigga.
man, I
I know.
grew up. I grew up with Stephanie and Chris as a very bad, sickly, asthmatic baby that they used to think was gonna pass away down there every other day. So for me to be here is a blessing. Daddy was a real cocaine dealer, real iron slinger, and I grew up in the middle of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to give me all the guns because you couldn't come in a house with no gun. They used to give me every gun when you came in the door. Everybody who hustled with my dad had to walk in the door, disarm themselves, and they knew to give me the gun. I used to be on the couch with like 4 pistols at the age of probably 5. Like so, I really lived. They putting down in these movies, and like this made up the real deal.
So the murder rate when you was growing up.
The murder rate
Bro.
always been from Shreveport,
Yeah, 'cause
Louisiana. Been
it
fucked up.
ain't that many people.
Yeah, so the numbers you looking at might look small compared to a big city, but
Nah,
it ain't
no, it ain't.
because
'Cause you got 180,000 people. So
right.
I'm looking at Alabama right now,
And
Birmingham. Them niggas over there killing like it's going out of style.
then Louisiana finna is crazy because they just dropped the age limit to 18. Now you 18-year-old can conceal a pistol with no license, and they just threw away with parole.
What you mean? Niggas just getting out. They ain't on no parole.
They just got rid of parole. You ain't finna be able to get no parole.
Well, what that mean? Cause when we get out, we got a 3-year parole tail.
You finna have to do your.
Oh, you got to do all of it.
You finna have they up the percentage. I don't know exactly what they upped it to, but it's finna be that parole gonna be dead.
So they doing flat time out there.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't, I don't
crazy.
think it's all the way flat, but it's a high ass percentage.
It's gonna be down to 85,
I
90%.
It might be 85. I think I did hear that number.
So what they doing, pit bulls, they holding them there longer and cutting back on the money the city spending for the POs on the street.
Oh yeah, that's wild.
You got to think, bro. Them charged me a $500,000 for my murder charge when everybody else ain't never been charged number 250 for this.
I'm glad you said something. I want to ask about that. That was different. I don't know if you want to talk about it. I don't know how that goes, but I did, see an article that came out that said, you're going to be pursuing further action because you did lose out on a lot of things. How was that dealing with the trial? Because I did read one of the things you were saying is like, y'all didn't even question the witnesses that was there. It took like lawyers. So I don't know if you can expound or talk about that or if you want to, but
Nah, they
since you
ain't
mentioned
question
it.
no witnesses. They all they knew was they was finna try to lock them a nigga up. That nigga shot somebody, you go to jail. They wasn't trying to give a nigga no rights or self defense or none of that.
That's
Is
crazy.
that a reason? Is that another reason why you mad that 50 gave the money to the police department and you trying to sue him?
Nah. It definitely ain't that. I want people to be safe, so I definitely don't want people to think that. It just was the fact that you gave them all that money and didn't give none of these local artists nothing. You made the local artists, they had to go perform under a bridge after the event was over for free. Something that the radio station set up. So that's what I meant by that.
Now, I saw an article today, Chris, where you mentioned that you were just in one of those moods. What does that mean?
Of when sometimes when something be bothering your soul and you don't say nothing about it, and you just keep not saying nothing about it, and you keep not saying nothing about it, and one of the mornings you wake up and before you can get out the bed good, you going off on that.
So at
Now,
the
in
end
the
of the day, you think me knowing 50 cocky, I don't think 50 don't even want to sit down with you. What you think?
I mean, that's an option. Everybody got the option to choose who they want to sit down with or if they want to sit down. That's always an option, and that option will be, that option is on the table as well as sitting down. Every man make his own decision. That's.
Got you. I mean, do you think there's something that'll carry over, or you think it'll
You
just
definitely
blow up?
ain't gonna be able to. You definitely ain't gonna be able to continue saying no ratchet city like you spitting in people's face every time you say that.
Got you.
We gonna have to have some type of understanding.
Now,
Got
I know that you mentioned that you had your son's football game as well that day. Were you invited to the festival?
Yeah, his right hand man had hit me and asked me like, was I coming down? And I was like, I might already be down there. And we had a conversation about, what all was going on, and I was like, I might come down there. But my son had a football game, so I just couldn't break away.
Hey Chris,
That's right. Parent life before anything.
Yeah, I can't
hey,
leave that. That was his first game of the season too, so it was like I wouldn't miss this for nothing.
hey Chris, they didn't let you claim self defense.
Yeah, I claimed self. They ain't let me claim it. I had to go to trial and beat that. Yeah,
They ain't had the cameras and then like where they could have saw.
yeah, they had the cameras. They had everything, and they had witnesses that they didn't question. Just tried to, bro. This is Louisiana. Like slavery probably lasted 50 years longer there than it lasted everywhere else. Just like they got some real law. They hide your ass in Louisiana. People ain't got the money to fight that shit. People ain't got the money to stand up for themselves. So they just gotta fold. People cop out the time every day that they ain't do.
Right.
If I ain't
Cause
had that money, I would have been out that bag. My lawyer looked me straight in my face and said, "Without this money, your ass was going to jail for the rest of
You
your
was
life."
able to fight your case on the street.
Yeah, I fought it on the streets. I burned out soon as they put me in. I burned out.
Now, I do have a question from the chat really quick from Sleep Sleep. And Sleep Sleep wanted to know, do you still mess with Boosie? And if not, why?
Yeah, I still mess with him. We actually got a whole album we put together. Um, I used to go over his house like every other day. It's so far from mine that I don't have time to, just be going out of my way. I'm with my son and stuff like that. But he from Louisiana, so that's my dog.
Now Bootsy said you're an artist. You got to get that city you from, or something bad to happen to you. How you feel about that?
And just something gonna happen to a nigga with me. I'ma always be in my city.
You know every dog how have his day.
Every dog have his day, but what if I ain't being a dog? What if I'm laid back like a cool cat?
So you don't feel it's a need for you to leave.
I mean, I'm in the A right now. I'm in Atlanta, but when I decide to go home, I go home. I'm gonna go home probably tomorrow. Book a flight and go
Gotcha.
home. Like,
Gotcha. What's that? An hour flight or something? Is that what is that shit? How long it take you to get home?
it probably take me like 3 hours.
It's 3 hours flight.
If I fly straight to Shreveport, yeah, it probably take like 3 hours.
Damn, it take it 3 hours to get to Dallas from LA. Damn.
Hey Chris, you was on cool with Lil Snoop too, right?
Yeah, that was my dog.
Yeah, that boy raw.
That was my dog. That was my little dog. They shot me to death I was laying in the bed when they came and told me he died. Had just got out the phone with him trying to find him some weed.
Cause his own homie killed him, didn't it? Or
Yeah,
he
I think he
charged
was
him.
he was playing a video game with a nigga from his neighborhood, and they got into it about the video game, and niggas started shooting at each other, and niggas started shooting and running, and niggas end up hit.
Bring Skywalker up. This nigga right here. Whatever you but wanna ask Chris, boy, it better be good.
Hey, I want to ask you about that law they just passed about castrating people in Louisiana.
Yeah, if you got a charge, they is doing that now. I forgot to mention that. You got a charge. That's what they call it,
Yeah, they cutting your
castration.
nuts off if you like a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I seen that shit. I seen a report of that. It's
Yeah,
good. They need
that's
to cut
good.
this shit out.
Uh,
Cut that shit
wait.
in.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't know that was going down. We need that up in Cali. Run that.
You catch a rape
Yeah, they
charge,
gotta
they
do that. That's
castrate you.
good.
No.
Should be. It should be. You should get put on the firing squad. And I think they just did some different shit. The way that they gonna be killing people too. The state,
I might have saw something. What did they come with?
bro. They taking
What,
they
like they
finna take that
changed the
shit all
death
the way
penalty
back.
or something?
Yeah, they coming on a different way. They might have been some. It was some crazy.
I think it damn near was some shit, bro.
Damn near was the firing squad. Some
I
shit.
think I saw some firing
Yeah,
squad, bro.
yeah,
I swear to
man.
God.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I seen some firing squad.
Somebody go research that. I think it is.
The firing squad is in South Carolina, man.
Oh, okay. Close enough. Be there next. That's too far from Louisiana.
Hey, Hurricane, it's a question from Smizzy in the chat. He said, why you saying no Shreveport artists perform or made money, but Big Fella Zill did?
Big Fella Zill performed under a bridge for free. He did not get on the stage in the arena. They let all local artists come under a bridge after the event and get on the mic for free with the radio station. Nobody got paid.
Okay, then there's another question from the chat. They want to know, what is this beef you have with this artist that's from your city? I don't know his name.
No,
That's from the chat.
I ain't got no beef with no artists from my city.
Okay.
I ain't had no beef. I be out there. What you talking about beef when I walk the streets? For real, for real. I'm a real. You'll maybe get out of character.
Got you.
I run
Now,
into I run into problems, huh?
well, Chris, I wanna follow up on my question when I asked about if you were invited, and I read that you had a football game. In that case, he did invite Shreveport artists, and one of the top ones, which was you, right?
I spoke with his right hand man, and his right hand man was trying to get me to come down. What I was saying was, you didn't spend. You saying Shreveport is your city, and this is you here, and this your city, and you're gonna say what to call it. So why didn't none of the artists from the city get paid to perform? We got real big artists in the city that have been known for rocking stages, have been known for rocking stadiums of 4,000-5,000 people, like real heavy hitters in our city. That's what I was saying. Why didn't you book any of them? Why didn't you put any of them on the headliner on the big stage? Like, if you went to Dallas, 9 times out of 10, you gonna try to add a Yellow Beezy to it, just to cater to Dallas. And I feel like he didn't cater. You came to our city with an event, but you didn't cater it. You brought majority of the artists that perform probably was artists that they don't even listen to the. I feel like a few of the artists from your community, if it's your community, should have got a few dollars or and a chance to get on that big stage. If I throw an event in my hometown, I'm gonna make sure the livest from my city get a chance to touch that main stage. And if we bust a big bag, I'm gonna make sure they can eat as well.
Hey, but Chris, to play devil's advocate though, think about this though. Think about all the working class people he created jobs for that weekend though.
I appreciate that.
Even if he didn't take any artists, right? Say if he decided and he was like, I don't want to bring no artists. I
The
think
thing about
all those jobs he created and money he put in working
yeah,
class people that weekend
I
should
would.
offset that.
I'm 100% with that. If he ain't bring no artists, then that would be cool. But if you're in your city and you're bringing artists, you're gonna show love to some of the artists in your city. You're gonna put up 100K or 200K or 300K for a big ass show in your city. You're gonna make sure the Joe from the West can at least get a band or two to rock it, and you know he gonna rock it harder than these headlines because the whole city know he shot him turn. That's what I'm saying. That's how I the city when I for city.
So I hear you referring to your city, and that's something that 50 said. Are you handing over your city to him, or are you just calling them out saying, hey, you saying this your city and you not putting your city on?
I mean, we welcome anybody that want to come to the city. We ain't never been the type of people to try to tell people where not to come. It's like this down south, we very welcoming people. So that's just in us. My grandma brought the whole neighborhood in her house and fed them. So I ain't even that type of cat to not want nobody to come nowhere. You know, come on over and let's have a ball. That's what type of cat I am. It ain't no I'm handing over nothing. It's it's don't no one man run nothing. It should be a bunch of people, linking up and making power moves.
You know, that was
Yes.
Trick problem. Like you remember, like he had that no fly zone because he felt like niggas were coming in the city getting money and not doing no features, not letting no niggas open up for him. So you know that's kind of what he had going on too.
Man, it ain't. I understand that to a certain extent, but it's ways to go about. It's ways to go about it. You know, it's. I understand that to a certain extent. I kind of see what Trick was fighting for, if you explain it like that.
Now, Chris, have you ever tried to put on a show or a showcase with a lot of artists from your city? And what was the outcome from that?
A show or a show. Now, it's been a lot of showcases in the city with a lot of artists from the city. I mean,
I'm
it's
saying,
not. I wouldn't even
have
call it.
you ever put one together, like a big event for with a lot of artists from your city or your neck of the woods? Have you ever put that together or even tried?
Yeah, I done put together a few events. They was cool. I might not have made a stupid bag on them, but I done did to do it. Like I booked Finesse 2 times. Probably like a year ago. Brought him to Shreveport, and I let people perform. So yeah, I let a bunch of people perform.
Okay, okay.
You
That's
paid
something,
them to perform? You paid them to perform?
A couple people got paid. Yeah, I paid a female. I paid a few people. Yeah, some people perform for free.
Hey, Chris, do you still got love for the rap shit, or you feel like it's watered down?
Nah, I'ma forever love the music because it's something I do good. I don't really give a sideline speculation. It's something I do good and it pay good. So, I put that make money. It's a business at the end of the day, and I like doing it at the end of the day too. So, it's a big bag in it.
Now, Chris, at the end of this interview that I read today, you said you feel like it was a big misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding on whose part?
I feel like it's a misunderstanding. I feel like I hope it's a misunderstanding on his part. I hope that he didn't realize what he was saying. I hope that when the radio guy told him don't say that, he didn't take it serious and maybe he don't know what he's talking about. I'm hoping that all of that no ratchet city stuff is on accident, and I'm hoping it's not like a purpose attack on what we built.
Chris, now have you thought about getting into anything else besides acting or music?
Yeah, I mean, I got a few things on my plate. I just started a non-profit organization where I'm gonna be giving kids a place to come after school. I'm picking 3 people. I got 2 of them already. I need one more person. I'm picking 3 people from 3 different career paths in life, to be able to show kids different things in different careers to try to lead them in different directions. With mentors and somebody to counsel them as well. So that's one thing that's important for me, is getting active with the youth. Like, and other than that, like music, I'm in the studio so much, bro. I'm in the studio a lot, a whole lot. I record a lot, like I'm a studio junkie.
Now I
Okay,
know you
by you
just said.
record. Oh, go ahead, AB. Go ahead. My bad.
Now I know you
Go
just
ahead, AB.
said. I know you just said you want to do something for your youth. This is a question from the chat. Is Chicken Man? He asked, "What are you doing for your community?"
I don't live in my community at the moment. I live in Atlanta. But what I'm doing for my community is I have a lot of people that I do for. I mean, I might not put it on a big pedestal and promote it, but a lot of people lights on it, because of me. A lot of people can go to their refrigerator and get something to eat because of me. A lot of people got jobs because of me. What I did for my community is bring 50 Cent to my community. I led the light to my community, So everything I may have not been able to do on my own, but I did lead the light and do what I had to do to get my people the help that they need. You understand what I'm saying? So everything ain't gonna be on you. So whether I did it or whether I got it done, it's I'm fighting for my people regardless.
Come on, Chris. You
What
don't
I
think that's
have
a
done,
reach, bro?
what I things that I have done though is like I had 2 halfway houses for people that was rehabilitating coming home from jail. Rent houses, did some real estate, restaurant, stuff like that. Dibbled and dabbled in the trucking industry, gave a lot of truckers jobs and chances to learn how to drive 18 wheelers. I ain't just no big stupid mogul, but I do get my hands active and try to help wherever I can help it.
Chris, what made you just say that statement you just said? You don't think that's a reach, bro? You said you guided the light to have 50 Cent come down there. What make you say that? Why you feel
Okay,
confident
so
enough to say
That
that?
was crazy work.
I check it out. In Shreveport, Louisiana,
Uh-huh.
I got a deal in 2007.
Right.
I brought Polo Grounds came to Shreveport to see me. They
Got you.
signed me. After they signed me, we left. I went on my way with my career. All right. Fast forward 10 years after that, I bump into one of the labor mates homeless in Atlanta, put him in a car with me and drive him to Shreveport, tell him I got a situation that's gonna get you out of your situation. I'm gonna do a deal with this company and you gonna manage the money and manage the situation. So now you got a place to stay and now you ain't gotta worry about being homeless, none of this. You know what I'm saying? I did the deal, didn't really like the deal that I was doing. I did it because I know I needed to move my team and make these people comfortable. This was a guy that I seen face getting skinny and I ain't recognize him no more. So I started making moves. When I made these moves, I left the company. I left the dude there with these people. So after he stayed there for a while, he went and got 50 Cent and showed him Shreveport because he originally is from New York and he got a relationship with 50. So that's what I say. You might not be able to do everything for your people, but you can show the light. You can shine the light and say, hey, I got people over here with a lot of stuff. Y'all come look at my city. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you do, if you go get help, then that's fine. As long as you don't sit there and let somebody die.
I get what you're saying in a way, but it's still a reach. But 50 Cent.
All right. So what I'm saying
Somebody
is,
from
if
your
you
city
take
could
me out
bring
of the
50 Cent
equation,
a idea, but that don't mean he gonna jump on it. He gotta like it himself. He gotta look into it himself. He
yeah. But
gotta make
what I'm
sense.
saying
You know what I'm
is,
saying?
if Hurricane Chris was never born, none of this wouldn't be happening. It's all trickled down from a ant trail that I led to my city. You remember how you remember how the lady led everybody through the Underground Railroad?
Chris, I think that's a
Well,
bit of a
Eric
reach,
Church.
bro. I can't lie
Yeah,
to you. That's a
Harriet
bit of a
Tubman.
reach, bro.
It's not a reach by saying 50 wouldn't have a studio if it wasn't for Hurricane Chris didn't exist. He wouldn't have that
I,
studio in
I don't I
Shreveport.
don't I
I'm the
don't agree
first
with
artist
that.
and the only
I don't
artist
agree
from
with
my
that.
city to. Listen, I'm the first artist and the only artist from my city to ever get a deal. It's a small place of 170,000 people. Nobody knew nothing about it. The people who showed it to him, I showed it to them. They would have never stayed in this place long enough to do except sign me and leave. But I brought them back there and moved them there. So at that point, I introduced people to my city that could connect the dots and go back and get the people from their city and come back and show them what they can make happen in this place. So if you say God, erase Hurricane Chris right now, you erase all of that.
Still think if you erase Hurricane Chris, 50 Cent could still go online and see where cheap properties is at. He
Charity.
could still see Shreveport and decide to go down there and start a movie, start a studio.
This building
That's
wasn't a
my.
build.
That's what I believe, bro.
This building was a building that was owned by the state. The guy that I introduced to the city got cool with the city and the state, so he was able to get access to this type of stuff and able to go back and offer it to him. It was offered to him. It wasn't nothing that he looked up on a listing or nothing like that. It was offered to him by the people that I put in Shreveport.
So basically, you feel like it wouldn't have been no way for him to get this done without knowing your peoples.
So if you take somebody and introduce and introduce them to somebody, yeah, it's a possibility that people could have ran across each other. But what's the odds? Let's speak about the odds. What's the chances? Nobody ever came here. Nobody ever came to Shreveport to do nothing. You gotta think I'm the only artist to even get a major deal from my city, so I know the scope of, you know what I'm saying, what's been going on.
Now, Chris, I have another question from the chat. And this question is from, I'm sorry, I'm trying to scroll back up to get it. Give me a second. I'm sorry. This question is from Uptown. And his question to you is, how can you criticize 50 Cent for...
You cut out. I can't hear you. Hello?
Did she get a
Yeah,
call or
I don't
something?
know where she went.
Hey, Hurricane Chris, if 50 gave you a job, would you take it?
If it's something that I feel like is what you mean a job? What you mean by that?
I just mean any type of job, local stand, anything,
Who?
any type of job. Like,
Any type of job? Why would I take any type of job?
because you need the money.
Get your ass up and eat ass, nigga. I got 100,000 on my wrist right now.
You should watch who you talking to.
Nigga, watch your mouth. Who you? I'm live like that, boy.
No, listen, Predator.
Say your mama, nigga. Put it in
Fuck your
mama
mama
mouth, nigga. And your
and
grandma
your
too, nigga.
grandma,
And your
bitch.
granddaddy too, nigga. Get your
Shut your
bitch
hoe
ass.
ass up, nigga. You
Mute
just
this hoe ass.
begging 50 Cent, acting like, oh,
This
why
nigga
he
got on
can't they
live.
come down there and use up, nigga?
Man, mute this nigga before I hang up.
Stop acting like nigga you like that, you hoe ass nigga. You just a broke ass nigga. Your money went when your hairline went.
Mute him.
Loose?
Shut up. I ain't gonna mute, nigga. Hoe ass nigga. Stop playing.
I'm a grandma grave, nigga. That's what I'm gonna do.
Full
Get
city,
that
nigga.
granddaddy grave.
Hey y'all, let's get back
Hoe
to the
ass
interview.
nigga.
Let's get back to the interview, y'all.
Hey, nigga,
Come
eat the
on,
dick
come
up.
on, let's go, y'all.
Now this nigga
Nigga,
is
Oh,
eat
a
dick.
so
bitch
hey,
ass
look,
nigga.
look,
Boy, that
look,
eat
Clout
dick good.
chasing
Hey,
over
yo,
50
yo,
Cent.
yo.
Hey, y'all got a
Walk.
towel?
Hey,
Y'all got
come
a
on,
towel?
y'all.
You
Y'all
We
clout
got
about.
a
Hey,
chasing.
towel?
yo,
Hey,
we gonna get back to this interview, y'all. Let's go.
real questions, not niggas who want to argue with another nigga.
Shut your bitch up, nigga.
Yeah, this
Hoe
nigga.
ass
Y'all ain't got
bitch.
nobody else to talk to. I gotta talk to
Shut
this
the
nigga.
fuck.
God damn, cuz.
Nah, Hurricane.
I gotta talk to this nigga the whole time.
Shut
Nah,
up.
AB
Shut your
trying to ask
buster
you a
ass
question.
up.
Hold on, AB trying to ask you a question.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead, AB.
AB.
So, Hurricane, I know that we've asked you this, acting, music. Do you think that you'll ever have a hit as big as A Baby? A Baby?
Nobody ain't gonna ever have a hit as big as A Baby. A song lasts for 3 months now. That's like asking Michael Jackson if he gonna ever have a song bigger than Thriller. I ain't saying it's the size of Thriller. We not comparing that, but what we saying is some records you ain't gonna make again. Some records like you ain't that like it's not gonna happen. Some
Like get
a
rich or die
part of that.
trying.
Some's a part of that time. Like a record not gonna A record not gonna get that big. Like I sold millions of actual hard copies. Now you're gonna do digitals and downloads. And I'm not saying a record not gonna don't have a possibility of that, but I'm just
Ain't
saying, you feel
nobody
me?
buying none of your
It's a
music.
different nowadays. It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
different
Hey,
different
game.
game now.
Hurricane.
Like a record don't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
last that long.
How you feel
yeah.
about your hey baby getting some play on TikTok? I see a lot of people doing a little TikTok thing with it.
Man, that's but what I be most psyched out is, I just gave like Sexy Red the biggest single she ever had.
What song is that?
Oh, oh shit. You and Sexy Red did a song?
Pound
Nah,
Town.
Pound Town is my song. That's Halle Berry, Hurricane Chris.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I gotta ask. Okay, listen. I know you said Pound Town. That's a Sexy Red song. I gotta ask you a
Not Pound
question,
Town,
sis.
not Pound Town.
Which one?
Not Pound Town. It ain't Pound Town. It's the
You
last song
want
she
to
just dropped.
Rich baby, that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, you talking about Get It Sexy?
yeah. Get it? Yeah, that shit.
Oh, okay.
You know what's crazy is
What's up?
I hate niggas that say they would have
I'm
found the
about to
water.
go.
You could lead a nigga to water. Don't you hate a nigga say I would have found it without you after you just watched the niggas thirsty and you led his ass to a lake of water? Don't you hear a nigga say I probably would have found it without you? Nigga, just shut up and say thank you, nigga. You would have found without me. You found this with me.
Yo.
You niggas got life in book, man. I don't know who daddy raised half of these. These niggas can't think, man. That's why most of these niggas get smacked in the mouth when you're dealing with real niggas, because you don't even know how to say thank you. You got a nigga on here talking about he would have just found it. What? So you don't tell niggas thank you when they do nothing for you? You tell them you would have did it? Hey, man, them type niggas got to stay far away from me. I don't deal well with no nigga who can't, you know what I'm saying, just keep it G. I ain't got no problem telling a nigga, man, I appreciate that for introducing me to such and such. I made $10 million. I don't give a just said, hey, this is such and such. If I make 10 million with him, I'm gonna tell you I appreciate you for introducing me to him. I ain't finna sit here and say I would have met him. You don't think I would have met him? That's bitch. Niggas need to keep it G. Niggas need to learn how to keep it G and be a man. I'm gonna start being you niggas daddy on my spare time. Teach you niggas how to be a man.
Got a question for you, beloved. If you can teach or get a youth a lesson or some advice in your community or anywhere else that want to be upcoming rappers or whatever they want to do in life, what would you give them? What's the advice you would give them?
If you want to be a rapper right now, you need to do content. It's so easy right now. Make songs and record yourself while you rapping the mic in the studio and continue to post that TikTok. Bro, you could go in the studio and record yourself rapping 20 of your and that'll be enough content to last you for 2 months. You could keep posting 30-second clips of that on TikTok every day on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and all your platforms. Keep doing it daily. Like that's an active way to build your fan base. Everybody be trying to do all this extra magical, spend all your money. I just believe in continuing to put out that content. If you want to do this music, they want to see it.
Hey, Chris, with the charge or whatever, like, do you think it was a setup or it just was some random?
What's that?
The case, you beat the case. I'm saying, like, the
I don't know.
situation.
That's some. I had trouble with that in my head a lot. When I be thinking about it, I really be thinking about that. Was that like, was my following me the whole time? What? And it's because I wasn't paying attention before that. And I really don't know if a nigga was following me.
I got another question for you. If you was in a position to make a change in your city or in your state, what would that change be in your city or your state?
I think it's giving the youth some got a lot of free time. And if we could find out how to see what these youth would be interested in, what they will, what'll spark their interest. If we could get them interested in some all of my see is a lot of my little cousins ain't interested in the brand new AR or the new Draco, how many shots they hold, and like, so I'm trying to spark their mind, like, and get them interested in like, what you feel like you good at, bro? Like, what can you do? Like, I think we gotta move about it in that manner. Like, we gotta spark some interest in these youngsters, bro. Get them in football. Get them. My little boy play. I keep him doing something. Like, you gotta get them involved, boy. You gotta be involved too. if you got youth, if you got youngsters. A daddy gonna
They
have to be
mess.
there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have another question for you, beloved. Right? Okay, we know you got A Bay Bay, you got headboard, you got
Hand
that.
Players,
clap, Halle
hand clap,
Berry, Players
players
Okay,
Rock.
rock.
Holly Berry, Players Rock. Right? Do you think, or are you making any songs that you think that'll be on those level as those songs? Or is your career over, or are you gonna come out? And then my follow up question is, how much would you charge for a future for artists right now?
When I be getting features from artists, I really don't be trying to give them no big stupid price if they independent. Like sometimes I have a cat come to me and he might not have nothing but 2,000, 2,500, and he got that's his last 2,500. I drop him a little verse if I'm in a, most of the time I'm in a good mood. I get it done. Like I really don't be trying to rob nobody pockets. I kind of feel bad on watching somebody, just go for broke trying to pay me. I understand the struggle. I've been there before.
Now, Chris,
But with the
I've read.
music, my catalog makes so much paper to where I don't have to put out music. But like I just put out Hurricane Season 2, that mixtape. I just put that out probably like, a few months ago. That's good. I got another one cocked back I'm finna release. So it's like I kind of could just sit back and drop in there whenever I get ready to, and that bag just keep rolling because my catalog's so heavy at this point.
Okay, so Chris, I
Hey,
read about you saying that you was in a mood, and then you just mentioned again a mood. Tell me about your different moods. I'm interested.
Sometimes I have a mood like with that nigga who just talking, he don't understand you talking to a nigga who gonna disrespect you if you be disrespectful. Like I'm gonna talk that. Like I'm gonna match your energy, whatever it is. I got something that's gonna move my spirit to make me move however I need to be. I could be respectful, we could just act like we don't give a flying, So this shit, I'ma move. I'm water. I'ma fit where I need to fit and move based on how I need to move. Like. I receive energy real well. I take energy real well. So.
I got a question for you. Like everybody doing the streaming, you know what I'm saying, with Twitch, Rumble and Kick. Have you ever thought about getting on a stream with some of the new streamers that?
I ain't never thought about it. Nah, I ain't never thought about it.
I think that's something to
I
look
ain't. I
into,
don't do.
because that's a lot of people doing that, and they, what I'm saying, get you a lot more views and shit like that to
right.
your past songs and shit.
Yeah, I be fucking with that Call of Duty shit too. I be saying I need to start streaming on that game.
Yeah, you need to do that, bro. Like that's making a lot of money.
It's a bag in that shit. It say T Grizzly making streaming on that
Yeah.
shit.
Oh hell
How the
yeah,
fuck
that
that nigga making
Grand Theft
millions of
Auto.
dollars out streaming on a game? This shit crazy.
Because they charge is like they basically create their own city and they charge money, like real money for cars, jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Something you have to pay to even
Oh,
be
I
in
gotta
there.
keep my son away from that shit.
Yeah, not only that, and not only that, on Twitch, you know what I'm saying, you gotta pay to it's free to watch somebody, but you gotta pay for in order for you not to watch commercials and stuff like that. And people would donate money to, to you and shit like that. So there's a lot of ways to make money on there. You can take your streams from Twitch and you can upload them on YouTube. So you can make money off of Twitch, and then after you done streaming on Twitch live, you can take those clips and put them on YouTube and make money on the back end like
If
that.
I may add, those that
Oh
money
shit.
when you talking about Twitch and Kick comes for the advertisements. They get a lot of money on YouTube and
Yep.
Kick and all of that from
Yeah.
advertisements.
You get a
T-Pain
lot.
too.
That's
T-Pain
that's
doing real good.
crazy. That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard he a fool with that shit too. They say T-Pain getting a bag off this shit. I'm gonna sit down and try to figure this shit out. That sound like some
You
free
got
money.
to, bro. It's free, bro. Tell me.
Oh god.
Well, shoot, I'm gonna hop in and ask my question now that we back over here. So I know you did your song for Sexy, and I know Sexy came out with her lip gloss, right? The marketing question. I've heard the names. Are you really gonna talk to a woman with any of those names of the lip gloss? One of them is legit like Booty Hole Brown. That's the name. I need a man's take on this one. And you seem like the right person right now.
You wanna know if I'm fucking with a chick who named herself that?
No, that's the lip gloss she was like, babe, pass me my Booty Hole Brown lip gloss.
Oh
Like,
nah, we ain't, I ain't you one thing I ain't finna do is go against Sexy. But at the same time, You know, she got her own style, bro. She know what she doing. That shit marketing for her. Her thing is she marketing her shit to who? The ratchet people. You know what I'm saying? She fuck with that, and she know how to market it to them. She know what type of crazy off the wall shit they want to hear. She's smarter than a lot of people think. I ain't gonna
See, and I
keep
granted
it
that.
G.
So now that you said it like that, my question is this: do you think with her type of quote unquote ratchet cosme or lip gloss that would go with that ratchet movement you were talking about? Like, can that all be combined into one to do some type of something? Because I think, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Said there's a movement for that. Like, y'all have
Yeah,
a
that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid if she team up with Shreveport. We got some females that do makeup and do a lot of that different type of stuff too. That'd be dope if she team up with somebody in the city and do like a ratchet line because she already repping for the ratchet people.
Hey,
see, and I like that
oh,
perspective because I'm not from Shreveport or anything, and so like the ratchet world, when we start seeing stuff, we be like, wait, what? But in some places this is normal. So to hear y'all perspective on it, it don't make it seem so harsh because it's like,
Right,
wait,
right, right, right. It's because by the time it made it to you, you know what I'm saying? You got the watered down end of it, and you wasn't able to go retrace it to get the origins and to see. You know, by the time it made it to Love and Hip Hop, it you ratchet and loud and crazy. You know what I'm saying? It meant what it meant. But at the same time, when you come back to where we from, it's been here so long that it mean a million things.
hey, Chris, like, how is it in the city though? Like, is it unified there, or like, do y'all have a?
Nah, it's
Inshallah,
because you.
Maggie.
Nah, it's because y'all got people like we name it.
normal. So to hear y'all perspective on it, it don't make
Hey,
see, and I like that perspective because I'm not from.
Or are you gonna come out? And then my follow up question is, how much would you charge for a future for artists right now?
When I be getting features from artists, I really don't be trying to give them no big stupid price if they independent. Like sometimes I have a cat come to me and he might not have nothing but 2,000, 2,500, and he got that's his last 2,500. I drop him a little verse if I'm in most of the time I'm in a good mood. I get it done. Like I really don't be trying to rob nobody's pockets. I kind of feel bad on watching somebody, just go for broke trying to pay me. I understand the struggle. I've been there before.
Now, Chris,
But with the
I've
music
read.
shit, like my catalog makes so much paper to where I don't have to put out music. But like I just put out Hurricane Season 2, that mixtape. I just put that out probably like, a few months ago. That shit doing good. I got another one cocked back I'm finna release. So it's like I kinda could just sit back and drop shit here and there whenever I get ready to, and that bag just keep rolling because my catalog's so heavy at this point.
Okay, so Chris, I
hey,
read about you saying that you was in a mood, and then you just mentioned again a mood. Tell me about your different moods. I'm interested.
Sometimes I have a mood like with that nigga who just talking. He don't understand you talking to a nigga who gonna disrespect you if you be disrespectful. Like I'm gonna talk that shit. Like I'm gonna match your energy, whatever it is. I got something that's gonna move my spirit to make me move however I need to be. I could be respectful, we could just act like we don't give a flying fuck. So this shit, I'ma move. I'm water. I'ma fit where I need to fit and move based on how I need to move. Like I receive energy real well. I take energy real well. So
I got a question for you. You know, like everybody doing the streaming shit now. You know what I'm saying with Twitch, Rumble and Kick. Have you ever thought about getting on a stream with some of the new streamers and shit like that?
I ain't never thought about it. Nah, I ain't never thought about it.
I think that's something to
I
look
ain't. I
to
don't.
you
because that's a lot of people doing that, and they You know what I'm saying? Get you a lot more views and shit like that to
Right.
your past songs and shit.
Yeah, I be fucking with that Call of Duty shit too. I be saying I need to start streaming on that game.
Yeah, you need to do that, bro. Like that's making a lot of money.
It's a bag in that shit. It say T Grizzly making streaming on this
Yeah.
shit.
Oh hell
How the
yeah,
fuck
that
that nigga making
Grand Theft
millions of
Auto.
dollars out streaming on a game? This shit crazy.
Because they charge is like they basically create their own city and they charge money like real money for cars, jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Something you have to pay to even
Oh,
be
I
in
gotta keep my son away from that shit.
Yeah, not only that, and not only
Yeah.
that on Twitch, you know what I'm saying, you gotta pay to it's free to watch somebody, but you gotta pay for in order for you not to watch commercials and stuff like that. And people would donate money to, you know what I'm saying, to you and shit like that. So there's a lot of ways to make money on there. You can take your streams from Twitch and you can upload them on YouTube. So you can make money off of Twitch, and then after you done streaming on Twitch live, you can take those clips and put them on YouTube and make money on the back end like
If
that.
I may add, that
Oh
money,
shit.
when you talking about Twitch and Kick, comes for the advertisements. They get a lot of money on YouTube and
Yep.
Kick and all of that from
Yeah.
advertisements.
You get a
T-Pain
lot.
too. T-Pain
That's
doing real
crazy.
good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he a fool with that shit too. They say T-Pain getting a bag off this shit. I'ma sit down and try to figure this shit out. That sound like some
You
free
got
money.
to, bro. It's free, bro. Tell me.
Oh God.
Well, shoot, I'm gonna hop in and ask my question now that we back over here. So I know you did your song for Sexy, and I know Sexy came out with her lip gloss, right? The marketing question. I've heard the names. Are you really gonna talk to a woman with any of those names of the lip gloss? One of them is legit like Booty Hole Brown. That's the name. I need a man's take on this one. You seem like the right person right now.
You wanna know if I'm fucking with a chick who named herself that?
No, that's the lip gloss she used. Like, babe, pass me my Booty Hole Brown lip gloss.
Oh
Like,
nah, we ain't, I ain't you. One thing I ain't finna do is go against Sexy, but at the same time, she got her own style, bro. She know what she doing. That shit marketing for her. Her thing is she marketing her shit to who? The ratchet people. You know what I'm saying? She fuck with that, and she know how to market it to them. She know what type of crazy off the wall shit they want to hear. She's smarter than a lot of people think. I ain't gonna
see, and I
keep
granted
it
that.
G.
So now that you said it like that, my question is this: do you think with her type of quote unquote ratchet cosmetic or lip gloss that would go with that ratchet movement you were talking about? Like, can that all be combined into one to do some type of something? Because I think, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
that there's a movement for that. Like, y'all have
Yeah,
a
that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid if she team up with Shreveport. And we got some females that do makeup and do a lot of that different type of stuff too. That'd be dope if she team up with somebody in the city and do like a ratchet line because she already repping for the ratchet people.
Hey,
see, and I like that
oh,
perspective because I'm not from Shreveport or anything, and so like the ratchet world, when we start seeing stuff, we be like, wait, what? But in some places this is normal. So to hear y'all perspective on it, it don't make it seem so harsh because it's like,
Right,
wait,
right, right, right. It's because by the time it made it to you, you know what I'm saying? You got the watered down end of it, and you wasn't able to go retrace it to get the origins and to see. By the time it made it to Love and Hip Hop, it you ratchet and loud and crazy. You know what I'm saying? It meant what it meant. But at the same time, when you come back to where we from, it's been here so long that it mean a million things.
hey, Chris, like, how is it in the city though? Like, is it unified there, or like, do y'all have a lot of
Right now,
internal?
a lot of people lack unity in my city. Like a lot of people lack unity. You got some people who do understand unity, but it ain't where it should be. We got some people who still need to, try to hash things out and try to learn how to move amongst each other without it being head butts and head bumps. It's a small place, so when you see your man, and it's your man. You ain't really nowhere else to go but to your man.
Now, with that being said, is it necessarily so bad that someone would want to elevate the ratchet culture? Meaning, not necessarily take it away because, like you said, it's history, so it can be in the books. But is there an elevation from ratchetness?
I mean, like I told you, what the thing about that they gotta be respected is the history. You understand what I'm saying? Like, of course you're gonna develop in life and you're gonna grow and you're gonna continue to grow, but no matter how much Dallas grow, they forever gonna be Funky Town, Texas. It's no elevating from funky because it don't mean funky like you think it means stinky. Yeah, it means that technically, but you know black people use words for a million different, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel where I'm coming from? Yeah, the people gonna always elevate, the people gonna get more money. You want the city to grow and develop, but Dallas is gonna always be Funky Town. And they got the Dallas Cowboys. It's still Funky Town, Texas.
Hey, Chris, I got a question from the chat, and it's from Savvy. His question is, do you still have a relationship with Lil Wayne or any of those artists that's like from that area? Like
Yeah,
Lil Wayne, Juvie, Birdman.
I just got the phone with Wayne. Birdman called me probably like 2 weeks ago, trying to see what I wanted to do with some business. I'm probably finna go pull up on Wayne within the next couple of days.
Okay, yes, sir.
So I have a question from Two P's. He wants to know, where did your name come from?
I used to rap real fast. Like, I used to listen to Twista and Bone Thugs and Harmony growing up, so I used to rap super fast. Like, stand in front of my grandma's house, they used to pass by, be like, spit that shit. I just go off.
Hey, you know the crazy thing, bro? Like when I first like heard your song and seen you out, I didn't really like it because it was that I thought you was like one of them Bow Wow rappers or like a little nigga. But then when I heard you rap for real, I was like, oh, that ain't the same nigga. Cause it sounded like like remember at that time it was like a lot of dancing going on and
Yeah, yeah,
lean.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
I'm thinking you in that category.
Oh
And then
God,
you
that's what
know,
they tried to make it look like though, cause you gotta think I had a bunch of hard shit, but the label wouldn't put none of that shit out. They wouldn't put out nothing but fucking A-Bays and the shit that they wanted to put out, bro. So it was hard for me to, man, I was fighting to show motherfuckers, nah, I really do this shit. Like, that was stressful, bro. Like, that shit really, you know, when them songs get that big, them shits will overshadow everything.
Any more questions on stage? Do we have any more questions?
I just have one more question. So, Hurricane Chris, if you could name one of your top accomplishments, what would that be?
My top accomplishment is having my son. And not having him, but being able to be there for him and father him. I think that's the most important thing in my life. That's what most niggas can't say they is a active father. Most niggas kids is begging for their attention and they won't spend no time with their kids. But I actually believe in devoting my life to, you know, my little one. He come first, everything else comes second.
Yes, sir. I got a question for you since this, we talking about music or whatnot, right? Who would be your, everybody always say top 5, top 10. Let's say, who would be your top 6 of all time?
Top 6 from where? Of all
Yeah,
rappers?
of all time. Who would be your top 6 artists of all time?
Alright, I'm a top 6 artists. Alright, we're gonna do Wayne. I listen to a lot of I listen to so much music. I'm trying to think. Top 6. Wayne, number 1. Another artist, that's in my top 6, bro. That's hard right now. Right now, I don't even think I got a top 6, bro. The people that I listen to, I'm gonna tell you, I listen to Big X the Plug because he jam. He got rhythm. I was listening to Boston Richie, and then I burnt out. I was listening to the dude that Moneybag Yo signed, Fats. I was listening to YBT Fats, and then I kind of slowed down with that. So it's like I burn out on stuff so fast, bro. It's like I consume music so fast to where I never even got a top 6. I rarely even got one project. I probably keep one project at a time that's fire to me because I'm listening to shit and consuming it so fast, like it ain't
Well,
enough.
now I have a question. Since you consume the music so fast and you just don't have a genre, do you have any idea of a genre you do want to cross over into possibly? Maybe kind of dabble and see how it goes because you know we got a lot of crossovers right now.
I can make any kind of music. A record is just a record to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something you gonna hear with your ear. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I can make any kind of record. It just all depends on what's the scenario. I don't make them just to make them. You know, if
Hey,
I'm working
listen,
with
I'm
somebody who
line
need,
dancing to A Baby, okay? Listen, you
yeah,
bring, we can do this. Now you bring
straight
your,
up.
cause listen, you get some. Listen, I'm willing to do the K-pop. Look, we can do the country. I can hear you on some jazz, a little melodic, but I can hear that. You seem
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
versatile with it. See, listen,
Lay
you talk
back
about
and
what.
pour me up some cognac and do some jazz on that ass. You dig?
Listen, with a good cigar, you know how the men they just be sitting there and they be in deep thought, like, yeah, man, some melodic shit. I like that.
Straight like
All
that.
right, since you don't have a top six, can you at least give us a top three of all time? We talking all time, top three. Your top three, your favorite three artists of all time.
Rappers,
It
rappers,
could be
rappers, rappers.
singers,
I
rappers,
like.
whatever. Your
Oh,
top
all
three.
right. So they make it better. They make
Yeah,
it better.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Or give us your
So we got.
top six.
We're gonna put Mo 3. And since we saying of all
Yeah, of
time,
all
we're gonna add
time.
Boosie. Boosie. Like, cause his catalog, I can sing it word for word, and that shit move my spirit. So that's Mo 3, Boosie, Wayne, Twister, cause I used to listen to a lot of Twister. I just say Twister. I ain't gotta do Twister and Bone Thugs and Harmony. I grew up listening to 8 Ball and MJG. A lot of 8 Ball and MJG. Like that. So them like some real influential people to me right there. Slim
Okay,
Shady,
salute to that.
Slim Shady
Yes, sir.
hard to me, but I don't think he really influenced me that much. Like I gotta give Slim Shady some type of attention. I gotta give him some type of spot. I just don't know where the fuck to put him at. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta mention his name.
Hey, I got a question for
Gotcha.
you, Chris. So you be seeing like all this balloon pop and 20 verse one shit. Would you be interested in doing something like that?
Nah, I ain't doing no 20v1 because I ain't the type of nigga that really to do this type of shit right here. This is my first time ever getting on here. I ain't had an app on my phone. Nigga, Wack asked me to jump. Wack 100 asked me to jump on this bitch, so I jumped on it because I was supposed to bump into him when I went and did no jumper, but he wasn't there. So I was like, damn, yeah, I hop on here. But I ain't the type of nigga for standing around and letting motherfuckers opinion. I'm a boss. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my life bossed up, nigga. I ain't been in a position for a nigga to be sitting around giving me 100 of their motherfucking opinions on what I look like, sound like, talk like, walk like, none of this shit. Like, I ain't the nigga who give a fuck about your opinion like that. You feel me? So it really wouldn't be interesting. You would have to pay me 100,000, nigga, to sit here and give me your opinion for an hour.
Yeah, I asked
I,
that because people like your personality be the main ones that go viral, the ones who get up there and say how the fuck they feel and just be quick to tell a motherfucker off. They'll be the ones that go viral, get 1,000,000 views in a couple of hours and shit like that. That's why I think you'd be great for streaming. I don't think the 20v1 is a good idea, but I think streaming would be a good idea for you.
yeah, I fuck with the streaming shit heavy. I like that idea when y'all had gave me that idea. But that other shit where motherfuckers just want to talk crazy, like little dude who was just on here, that nigga know he ain't walking around talking to people like that in real life, man. Come on, let's be real. Let's live in real life. Niggas get on this internet shit and just, niggas just say anything, bro, on this shit. Shit they know they ain't never said to a man. Difference about me is like I'm gonna try to keep it all the way G, and not get out of character, you know. But sometimes shit just go to.
I got a question for you. Was a lot of your family or you of anyone that you know was affected by Hurricane Katrina, and how bad was that for you at that time going through that?
We ain't flood in Shreveport. It just was a lot of people had moved to Shreveport. Our schools got overpopulated because we had to allow them in our schools. The neighborhoods got overpopulated because they was in the neighborhoods. But that wasn't nothing that just killed our way of living. Like, they ain't fuck our life up and no shit like that. We kind of just had to scoot over and let motherfuckers in the neighborhood. So that's why I say Shreveport always been a welcoming place. When that shit happened, it's people who still live out there right now, like they ain't never go back home to New Orleans, and they walk around the neighborhood like they from there. So it's a welcoming place, bro. So we opened our arms when that shit happened. Of course, you had people that went back and forth, and you gonna have your looting and your shit that happened, but we fuck with New Orleans.
I have a
Okay,
question for
okay.
you. Can you hear
Yeah,
Go
me?
go
ahead,
ahead,
Yeah, I
Jazz.
can
Jazz.
hear you.
It's on
Yeah.
you.
So my question is, who is an artist that you have not worked with that you would like to, that's currently out right now?
I want to do a song with either. I got a song I think that Big X the Plug will sound good on. It's a song I got called Diamonds. I know he'll go stupid on this motherfucker. Like I can hear him on this bitch. Other than it probably be like a Glorilla. I might do something with Sexy Red in the future. Um, them like really the only people that been on my mind as far as a feature.
Okay, okay. And can we expect any new music from you anytime soon?
I'm finna drop tonight.
Oh, lit. Congrats.
Oh, say
I'm finna
less.
drop. I'm dropping today since it's 2 a.m. where I'm at. I'm dropping today.
Man, so
Exclusive.
what you dropping for us today, man? What you got for the people,
Man, you
man?
just gotta keep your eyes open and see. I'm finna drop right on top of your fucking
And you gonna
head.
drop it on
Just
all
look out below.
platforms or what? What you dropping it on,
Yeah, I'm
beloved?
dropping on all platforms. You ain't gonna miss this one.
All right, salute, man, salute. Do we
Yeah.
got any
Like,
more questions on stage or in the goo, y'all?
Yes, I was gonna ask that, and I just want to say, Hurricane Chris, you said this your first time being on here. You on the 100 side, the only side, the best side with Wack 100. We in the late night. We appreciate you sliding through. We appreciate you answering and being yourself. You so candid. So I respect
appreciate it.
that 100%. As Pitbull
Appreciate
just
you.
asked, you guys have any other questions?
How's it feel to have your first pack out or your first time on Clubhouse? You really went in out of nowhere.
What she say?
Your first pack out. So basically, on here on Clubhouse, when you kind of get
You
into
gotta
it with
speak up a
somebody,
little bit for him, Dre. It's just a little bit.
I don't know why my mic is tripping.
I can
Maybe I
hear you
broke
though.
it. Okay, yeah. So how does it feel to, and we call it a pack out on Clubhouse, like your first little argument, your first little riff. I see you got real like candid there. You're like, listen, man. I said, oh, he said, mink. Let's toss them up
But
right quick.
next time I'ma sit there and let a nigga do that shit by himself. I ain't gonna ain't much. I'ma just sit there and listen and let a nigga embarrass his fucking self. I'ma be all the way silent and just listen.
I had one question. Hurricane, who was your biggest West Coast influences coming up?
My biggest West Coast influences. I was influenced by the whole West Coast. Louisiana was influenced by the whole West Coast. That whole gangbang culture, that shit like contaminated Louisiana since the early like 80s and 90s. It been like that. The whole Cali, bro. We really rock with Cali. We really rock with the West Coast. Like my dad and them man used to listen to nothing but Dub C and Ice Cube and Mac 10 and like you could go back and play them albums. I'm gonna be able to rap some of the words. I remember when Mac 10 hooked up with Birdman and all of this shit. Like it's all I go back, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the West Coast heavy. I fuck with Snoop. But as far as like my favorite artists, you got people like Warren G. I've been listening to Warren G since I was little. That was one of the first raps that I was able to learn. And him and Nate Dogg, like so. I got a real deep history with this music. Like I just love music, period. I think I know a little bit about, every section when it comes to this shit.
All right, to piggyback off of that, if you could do a song with a West Coast artist, whether they dead or alive, what West Coast artist would that be?
You had to go get Pac for me. You gotta go dig Pac up and
That's a
let's
good
work.
one. That's a good one. All right.
Yeah. We're gonna put our middle fingers up and let a nigga know exactly how we feel. So I know he gonna speak his mind like I'm gonna speak my mind. All these other niggas, they gonna try to be politically correct when they speak. Sometimes players fuck up. You might say some shit that's a little off, but catch the fucking message. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions while we got Hurricane Chris here?
Yes, there's a question in the
Chris,
chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Listen,
Katrina.
listen, Hurricane. I'm gonna just ask you this question out the chat. Don't charge it to me. Charge it to Savvy. Okay, that's the chat. They said, what's your whole situation with Kodak? Y'all good? Y'all not good?
I ain't got no problem with Kodak. I said his name when you was asking me about some of my favorite artists because I went through a phase where I was waking up bumping a lot of Kodak. You know, we had a little run in, bro, back in the gap where he had said something about Lil Wayne and I'm back, but we put that shit behind us. We ain't keep trying to irritate that situation. We laughed that shit off and kept on moving, bro. Like
So y'all was
if
on
I
y'all
see
grown man. I
hell
respect
yeah,
that.
if I see Kodak, I ain't got nothing for him but a hug and some support and some love and you know what I'm saying? That's it.
All right, all right. Well, again, we appreciate you. You know you got a home over here on the 100 side. We got any more questions?
It's all good.
You
Shit, y'all lock in with me. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, thank you for coming through and
Thank you
salute the
so
Ankh
much,
for
Chris.
bringing you through. Salute to you, salute the Ankh. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go nowhere. This is the late night show on
Yeah.
the 100 side of Clubhouse app. You know, Ankh Wack 100. We got about 18, 19 rooms on this app. So we got a 25-8 program over here. So, you know, we open at all times. There's always a 100 side room open. So anytime you pop up on this app, you will see these titles and then just find that title, say with Wack 100, that's us. So anytime you see that title at the top, it's going to say something Wack 100. That's how you know it's us.
Bet. We locked in.
Man, salute, beloved. And hey, make sure y'all follow Chris. He ain't got no followers right now. He just made this account. Let's follow him. Get his followers up, man. Salute to you for coming through, beloved. We appreciate you, man.
All right.
Do you got any more questions? Are you done? You done, beloved?
I'm Gucci, my G. I'm Gucci.
All right, we appreciate you,
Go get my
King.
mixtape,
Salute,
Hurricane
man.
Season 2. Download.
Go ahead, promote
Yeah,
that. Go
that
ahead,
fuck with
beloved.
y'all. I ain't got too much to say. Niggas like talking too much.
Man, thank you, bro. Salute to you, man. For real.
100.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
So y'all heard the content. I hope y'all enjoyed it. So we got Hurricane Chris, 50 Cent, Wack 100. They recently found themselves in a heated feud. Now the tension began when Hurricane Chris criticized 50 for not being authentic and suggested that he address the claims about his lack of authenticity as a real gangster. Now, this sparked a series of online comments where 50, known for his trolling, didn't take the accusations lightly. Wack 100, who is known for managing artists and being involved in various controversies, came to 50 Cent's defense, in which he criticized Hurricane Chris, calling him irrelevant and attempting to gain clout by targeting 50. Now, this definitely escalated the situation, with Wack further criticizing Chris's music career and relevance in the industry. Now, the beef primarily unfolded online and in interviews, which both sides exchanging insults. While it hasn't escalated beyond verbal jabs, it has certainly added to the list of conflicts involving Wack 100 and 50 Cent, both of whom are no strangers to controversy. So y'all heard the content. Wack 100 brought Hurricane Chris to Clubhouse to get the business clear about 50 Cent and Shreveport. So hope y'all enjoyed the content. If you did, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you're always up to date when I drop fresh content. Join the media team, Clubhouse TV, Ray Give TV, Clubhouse Shenanigans, and the Ruminati Network. If you have any comments or suggestions, send them to me. Let me know what you think. I will appreciate it. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'll see y'all on the next drop. I'm out, y'all. Peace.